Hello, it's Mr. John from AK Dragfish 3D, and today is another vlog on my road to Adepticon. We're going to talk about post-BZU, which happened way back in October, beginning of October. But let's just say that tournament shook me up a bit, questioned my loyalty to the game, more so loyalty to the community, and so I needed to take a break. Once, the break's over, let's get to playing. And so, got back to some current games, and then we're going to talk about looking ahead toward Adepticon. With that said, let's get into BZU. BZU, I'm just going to be blunt. I'm going to be super blunt. I'm even going to take my glasses off and be super blunt. BZU was a shit show. Pure and simple. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We had some issues right off the bat. The TO tried to be as respectful and nice as humanly possible. However, in my observations, ego, favoritism, and the personal pride of maxing the player count got in the way of the game's integrity, of the event's integrity. So there's one kid, I'll bring it up here on the screen here, who thought his army looked dope. Like, he showed up. This is his third BZU. He brought orcs. He brought nerf orcs. I mean, look at these things. Nerf orcs. These things are awesome. He kit bashed marine vehicles into being orky, into being very nerf related. All his orcs shot nerf guns. Here's strike one for the TO. The TO went army to army as we all went around, dinged several of our friends for not having basing, and pretty much lit into this orc player. However, come to round 5, which I didn't have the opportunity to get any pictures or whatnot, there was a little bit of favoritism there, because the TO and the guy I've placed in round 5 were buddy. Let me show you here on the screen what I'm talking about by integrity. 2 instances here. So round 5, I fought a Tyranid player. I was fighting for 5th place. 5th place. Had I got 50, 60 points out of the match, I probably would have placed at least above top 10. Okay. However, because he didn't kill a single knight, and I practically tabled his army, he still got max points because of some bullshit with Spore Mines being able to drop teleport homers, which is utterly bullshit. However, that's not the point I'm getting at. This is, what you're looking at here on the screen, is the written rules, the written of the tournament. He only had 2 colors right here. Army must be painted battle ready standard. Okay, we all bust our ass to make sure we paint. The TO walked around and went army to army, dinging people, yellow carding people, and yet this guy that I fought round 5 walks in last minute, signs up for the tournament, unfinished army, unfinished Tyranid army, 2 colors. Hell, he had one dude that wasn't even 100% painted, wasn't even on the base, and the base looked like shit. Looked like he just hit the base with primer and been done with it. White primer. Wasn't even glued to the base. Like I said, I tabled the Tyranid player and I still lost. That falls into tactics. Where I'm pissed is he shouldn't even been playing anyways, because BZU wrote in writing, and this was not enforced. This was not enforced. And another part that wasn't enforced is, once again, same player. There are a handful of players where this part wasn't enforced. Proxies are counted as may not be allowed for event. He showed up with gun warriors, Tyranid warriors with guns, and said they were the Tyranid warriors with swords. Now, if this was a local RTT, meh. If this was a friendly game, like today is Thursday, if it was a friendly game at the shop, meh. No, this is a hard event with hard rules. I feel rather disrespected about the proxy and the painting not being followed. This is the hill I will die on. And if I get banned from BZU for saying this, put it on the internet, then I don't care. Did I have a good time at BZU? Yes, I had a good time at BZU. With the exception of a few integrity things. And I wasn't the only one that noticed the integrity thing. There were 40 players. 2 of them dropped on day 2. 2 of them dropped on day 2. We finished with 38. We started with 40, finished with 38. I wasn't the only one that questioned that integrity. Did I have fun at Ursa? Yes. Got to see some people I don't normally get to see. Only ever get to see them rarely if I happen to be in their neighborhood. Do I ever see them? Like my buddy Connor, he showed up and played Knights also. Practically, I think it was like 1 model different. I'll bring it up on the screen here. of some shots between his and I fight. I think there was like, maybe we were pretty much like this when it come to a mirror match. There was like one model difference between my army and his army. Then I finally got to fight Cameron. He mopped the floor with me because that was also my first time fighting Necron. Pre-Codex drop. Necron just had a new Codex drop. It's at the comic shop. It's online. You can pick it up anywhere, Amazon, etc. Moving on. Looking at our current games, I'm still set for Knights at Adepticon. I'm still running my Knights hot and heavy. Despite getting the new Marine Codex, despite digging out my Scout army, which is now a Vanguard detachment. No, it's a Vanguard army. I dug it all out, and it's like $4 grand in Scouts, and Phobos, and in Victor War suits, and characters, and ninjas, and it's Ninja Marines. I got my Ninja Marines, I got my Smurfs, and I got my Vampire Marines. Yeah, they're pretty cool. It's cool. It's fun. It's not what I want to run competitively, though. Knights is what I want to run competitively, at least until after Adepticon. So far, since I've been back, got back in the mech, started playing more, played a few games, haven't lost any, come close. I came very close. Salamander Flamestorm Detachment. It was 65 to 51 my favor. We both made mistakes. We were both rusty, rookie. We both made a lot of rookie mistakes. He is a rookie, and, you know, just goes to show that even the smallest of breaks can unwire your brain for something competitive, such as playing Warhammer. Each their own, I suppose. So, that said, I'm still running Knights. So looking ahead, roughly 12 weeks away from Adepticon. On top of that, I got an RTT, 40k RTT in mid-January and mid-February. Still slamming games out, and in late January we're going to start playing Grill and Dice. Last year we had a blast with Grill and Dice. We rented a park. We played outside. We had 20 tables. We didn't fill all 20 tables because some people kind of bowed out. We picked a bad weekend. We picked the weekend that Golden Days is happening. So we're probably going to pick a different weekend. And next year's going to be even more awesome. Still going to be outside. Still going to be a barbecue. Still going to be 20 tables. Still going to have integrity, honor, and bring awesomeness to Fairbanks. We might have it inside and get even more tables. We aim for July because July is the midnight sun. July is the brightest we get. Like late June, early July is the brightest that Fairbanks gets. The sun doesn't even set. It just touches the horizon and comes right back up. All right, with that said, thanks for watching. Hope you stick around. If you following my journey here to Adepticon, thank you. I'll try to stay on top of this even more. Like I said, I took a 6-week break, but I'm back and it's time to rock. If you're new to watching my journey to Adepticon, go back and watch the other vlogs, and I'll put a link in the playlist somewhere. I'll drop a link in the description of the other playlist, of the rest of the playlist. So if you like Warhammer, if you like Alaska, if you like the stuff I'm putting out, go check out the rest of the channel, because we cover 40k, a lot of tabletop gaming. We cover a lot of tabletop gaming, not just 40k. 40k slot cars, board games, dice games. I cover a lot of outdoor stuff, activities in Alaska that are outdoorsy. If any of this sounds interesting, go check out the rest of the channel. Consider subscribing, consider liking this video, consider liking all of them, but more importantly, go check out the rest of the channel.